Every human being, at some point, asks the same unsettling question: how do we know? How can we be certain that what we see, hear, or think reflects reality? Are we discovering the world, or are we creating it in our minds? This is the domain of epistemology, the study of knowledge. And today, we'll explore two of the most influential perspectives in human thought: materialism and idealism. Epistemology is the foundation of all human understanding, because before we can act, decide, or build anything, we must confront the question: how do we know what we know? Every belief, every scientific theory, every moral principle rests on assumptions about knowledge. Skip this question, and the structures we create, laws, societies, technologies, even our personal decisions, stand on uncertain ground. By examining how knowledge is justified, what counts as truth, and the limits of our certainty, epistemology forces us to confront the very basis of reason and reality. Without it, we cannot distinguish insight from illusion, fact from opinion, or reasoned action from blind habit. Epistemology asks, what is knowledge, and how can we justify what we claim to know? Philosophers have traditionally defined knowledge as justified true belief. To know something, you must believe it, it must be true, and you must have good reasons for it. But there's a problem. Our senses can deceive us. Our reasoning can mislead us. Even the authorities we trust might be wrong. If doubt is possible, how can we ever claim certainty? This is the challenge that epistemology faces. Materialism offers one answer. Materialists argue that reality exists independently of our minds. The world, in its matter and laws, is out there whether we perceive it or not. Knowledge, then, is about studying this external reality through observation, experimentation, and reason. From ancient philosophers like Democritus and Epicurus, to modern science and thinkers like Marx, materialism insists that the foundation of understanding lies in the objective world. What we know comes from what exists independently of belief or perception. In epistemological terms, materialists say, trust your senses, but verify them. Seek evidence. Knowledge is built from the external world, not imagined in the mind. Idealism takes the opposite approach. Idealists claim that reality is fundamentally mental or dependent on perception. In other words, the world as we know it cannot exist separately from consciousness. Philosophers like Plato argued for the world of forms, abstract, perfect ideas behind physical objects. Berkeley famously said, "To be is to be perceived." And Hegel proposed that reality unfolds through ideas and spirit. From this perspective, knowledge is not just about observing the material world. It is about understanding the structures of thought, categories, and consciousness itself. Our mind doesn't just reflect reality, it actively shapes it. So here's the tension: materialism claims truth exists out there, independent of us. Idealism says truth is inseparable from mind, culture, and consciousness. This debate isn't just philosophical speculation. It has real consequences. Science operates on materialist assumptions: atoms, evolution, physical laws. Religion, art, and culture often operate on idealist assumptions: ideas, beliefs, spirit. Even history can be interpreted differently. Is it driven by material conditions, as Marx argued, or by ideas and culture, as Hegel suggested? Understanding these perspectives changes how we approach knowledge in daily life. When you read a book, watch the news, or form an opinion, you are making epistemological choices, sometimes materialist, sometimes idealist. Even modern questions, like virtual reality, AI consciousness, or simulation theory, echo this old debate. Are we experiencing an external, independent world, or is reality shaped by the mind, our mind, or the collective mind? Epistemology teaches us that knowledge is never simple. Materialism and idealism offer competing lenses, but both help us question what we take for granted. The question is not just what do we know, but how do we know it?